You're not here by chance, you're here because the ordinary suffocates you. You felt the itch, the quiet rebellion pulsing in your veins, the refusal to kneel to a world obsessed with sameness. Normal is a prison and you've already picked the lock. You're a Sigma, and that's why this hits different. Welcome to the Sigma male community where we don't just defy the herd, we leave it in the dust. Today we're tearing into 11 signs that Sigma males are far from normal, proving why your difference isn't a flaw, it's a weapon. Rooted in the raw, unshakable strength of Stoic wisdom, this isn't just a video, it's a battle cry for men who live free, think sharp, and conquer quietly. Let's dive in. 1. The Unbending Nonconformist. Sigma males don't bend to society's blueprints, they torch them and build their own. Picture a lone architect standing over a city of cookie-cutter lives, sketching a skyscraper no one else dares imagine. They don't chase trends or grovel for acceptance. They carve paths through the wilderness of their own design. A Sigma might ditch a soul-crushing 9 to 5 for a life of purpose, or sidestep marriage when the world screams settle down, not to rebel but to honor their unyielding truth. This is self-mastery in action. A man who knows the crowd's applause is a cheap drug and he's not buying. While others huddle under society's umbrella, Sigmas thrive in the storm of their own making. They see through the illusions, status games, hollow traditions, and walk away without fanfare. Take Nikola Tesla, a Sigma soul who shunned fame to chase his electric dreams, lighting the world while others chased shadows. Their nonconformity isn't loud, it's a quiet, relentless force. In a world that worships the predictable, Sigmas are the glitch that rewrites the code, proof that real strength lies in standing alone, unshaken. 2. The Solitude Alchemist. For Sigmas, solitude isn't a punishment, it's a forge. While the world scrambles for company, Sigmas turn silence into gold, crafting clarity from stillness. They're not hiding, they're honing. Imagine a warrior retreating to a mountain cave, not fleeing but sharpening his blade for the battles ahead. A Sigma doesn't need the chatter of a crowd. He finds power in the echo of his own thoughts. This isn't loneliness, it's the art of turning isolation into a weapon of self-discovery. History whispers of men like Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire yet sought solitude to pen truths that still burn today. Sigmas get it, the noise of the world is a distraction and peace is a choice. They'll skip the party not because they hate people, but because they value their own energy too much to waste it. In an age drowning in overstimulation, their solitude is a middle finger to the chaos, a deliberate act of reclaiming their mind from the mob. 3. The validation-proof titan. Sigmas don't fish for likes or applause, they're immune to the validation trap. Picture a titan striding through a storm of opinions, untouched by the rain of praise or criticism. Their worth isn't a borrowed trophy, it's forged in their bones. They'll pivot careers or ghost a toxic room without a second glance, not to prove a point, but because they don't need anyone's nod to know they're right. This is emotional control dialed to 11. Scroll through a world begging for approval, and you'll see Sigmas standing apart, unfazed. They don't flex for Instagram or grovel for a pat on the back, because why would they? Their compass doesn't spin with the crowd's wind. Stoics knew that chasing others' opinions is chasing smoke. Sigmas live it. When you're a titan, the mirror you need is the one you carry inside, and it never lies. 4. The Adaptability Ninja. When life flips the script, Sigmas don't freeze, they flow. They're ninjas of change, slipping through chaos with a smirk while others flail. Imagine a shadow weaving through a collapsing battlefield, not fighting the tide but riding it. A Sigma doesn't cling to plans like a lifeboat, he crafts new ones midstorm. Lost a job? He's already plotting his next empire. This isn't luck, it's resilience turned into a superpower. Adaptability isn't just survival for Sigmas, it's domination. They read the room, spot the exits, and rewrite the rules before anyone notices. Stoics taught us to bend with what we can't control, and Sigmas make it look effortless. While the herd panics over a broken ladder, Sigmas build wings. In a world that punishes rigidity, their fluidity is a blade, sharp, silent, and unstoppable. 5. The Enigma Architect. Sigmas don't spill their souls, they build walls of mystery that pull you in. They're like a locked vault in a room full of open books. Everyone wants the key but only they hold it. Their words are few, their moves calculated, not to play games but to guard what matters. In a culture that vomits every thought online, their restraint is a magnetic riddle. This isn't aloofness, it's architecture. Stoics' new peace comes from protecting your core, and Sigmas design their enigma with precision. They'll listen more than they speak, leaving you guessing while they've already sized you up. People call it distant, Sigmas call it power. When everyone's an oversharer, their silence isn't just rare, it's a crown they wear without saying a word. 6. The social sniper. Sigmas don't collect friends like trading cards, they aim for precision strikes. Their social game is a sniper's scope. No wasted shots, only connections that hit deep. They'll ghost a shallow crowd or dodge small talk like it's a plague, not out of arrogance, but because their time's too valuable for noise. A Sigma circle is small, tight, and razor-sharp, built on respect, not obligation. Forget the networking circus. Sigmas curate humans like art. Their partners, friends, even enemies are chosen with a Stoic's eye for quality over quantity. In a world where more is God, they defy it with less. Less drama, less fluff, less fakery. The result? Bonds that don't bend. When a Sigma lets you in, it's not casual, it's a calculated vote of trust you'd be a fool to waste. 7. The Stoic Sentinel. Storms rage and Sigmas stand like sentinels, feeling it all but never breaking. They're not robots, they're commanders of their own chaos. Picture a lighthouse in a hurricane. Waves crash but the beam stays steady. A Sigma won't rant about betrayal or crow about wins. He processes, pivots, and keeps moving. This is Stoic strength. Emotion as a tool, not a master. While the world performs its pain for clicks, Sigmas turn theirs into quiet fuel. They don't need your pity or your cheers, they've got their own back. Rational thinking isn't just a trick, it's their armor. In a society hooked on meltdowns, their calm isn't weakness, it's a fortress. To face chaos and choose control? That's the Sigma edge. 8. The Unseen Strategist. Sigmas don't shout their plans, they execute them like ghosts. They're the chess player 5 moves ahead while you're still picking pawns. They soak up the room, power plays, weak spots, motives, then strike with surgical calm. A Sigma doesn't need a megaphone, his actions scream louder than your boasts. This is strategy as art, not noise. Alphas flex for the crowd, Sigmas win from the shadows. They'll climb ranks, dodge traps, or build legacies without a single "look at me." Stoics prize deliberate action over reckless swings, and Sigmas perfect it. Their victories feel like magic because you never saw the work, just the checkmate. In a game of egos, they're the player you didn't know was playing. 9. The Anti-Tribal Nomad. Sigmas don't pledge to flags, they roam free. No cult, no clique, no corporate leash owns them. They're nomads crossing deserts of dogma, picking what works and ditching the rest. Loyalty? Sure, but only to their own growth. This isn't betrayal, it's a refusal to be anyone's mascot. Tribes demand your soul, Sigmas keep theirs. They'll borrow Stoic grit without joining the fan club, or use a system's perks while plotting their exit. In a world split by us versus them, they're neither, just a man who answers to himself. That scares the herd because a nomad can't be caged. Their freedom isn't just a perk, it's the whole damn point. 10. The Time Sovereign. Time bends for Sigmas, they don't bow to it. Society's clocks, deadlines, milestones, FOMO, mean nothing to a man who sets his own rhythm. They'll pause a career to rethink, or spend a year alone to rebuild, not because they're lost but because they're sovereign. A Sigma knows rushing is for the desperate. He moves with purpose, not panic. Busyness is a trap Sigmas sidestep. Stoics saw every moment as a choice and Sigmas choose wisely, cutting fluff, chasing depth. While others burn out chasing now, Sigmas build for forever. Their patience isn't lazy, it's lethal. When they act, it's not a sprint, it's a strike that rewrites the game. 11. The Fearless Releaser. Sigmas don't cling, they cut loose. Jobs, ties, old skins. If it's dead weight, it's gone. They're not cold, they're clear. Picture a captain ditching a sinking ship, not out of spite but to sail free. No nostalgia trips or guilt fests, just a clean break to keep climbing. This is courage with a blade. Most hoard their past like trophies, Sigmas shed it like armor too tight to wear. Stoics taught us to release what we can't control and Sigmas live it, letting go to lock in on what's next. Every release is a rebirth, a step lighter, sharper, truer. In a world that fears endings, Sigmas turn them into power moves. Proof they're not just surviving but thriving. Normal is a cage, and you, brother, were born to shatter it. These 11 signs aren't quirks. They're proof you're a force the world can't tame. You're here because you feel it, the call to rise, to live raw, to own your path. The Sigma male community isn't just a channel. It's your wake-up call to stop settling and start ruling your life like the king you are. Smash that like button if you're done with the ordinary. Drop a comment. Tell us which sign hit you hardest. Share this with a man who needs to hear it. And if you're subscribed, turn on notifications, because we're not slowing down and you won't want to miss what's next. Stay sharp, stay free, and let's keep building this unbreakable brotherhood together.